Good morning to you. I want to share with you today out of Matthew chapter 9. We'll look at Matthew chapter 9 for just a moment. A few verses here talking about how important it is that people get to meet Jesus. It says, "So he got into a boat, crossed over, and came to his own city. Then, behold, they brought him a paralytic lying on a bed. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, 'Son, be of good cheer, your sins are forgiven you.' And at once some of the scribes said within themselves, 'This man blasphemes.' But Jesus, knowing their thoughts, said, 'Why do you think evil in your hearts? For which is easier to say, your sins are forgiven you, or to say, arise and walk? But that you may know that the Son of Man has power on all earth to forgive sins.' Then he said to the paralytic, 'Arise, take up your bed, and go to your house.'" Well, we see this wonderful healing of a paralytic, one who could not walk, one who was carried on a bed, unable to care for himself, and Jesus healing him. This story tells us that Jesus got in a boat and crossed over. He crossed over because they asked him to leave where he was. He had healed Legion. He'd done a great work in a city, but the people were so afraid of him, they asked him to leave. I pray today that you and I would be on this side, not on that side that asked him to leave, but on this side that was glad when he came. I pray that you and I would be not like the paralytic, but we'd be like the friends of the paralytic. In Luke chapter 5, we read the story where we see that these four men carried their friend to Jesus. Couldn't get to him because of the crowd and tore a hole in the roof to get him down to Jesus. It's the same story. It just tells us more of how determined the friends were to bring one who needed healing to Jesus. I pray you and I would be that kind of friend today, that we'd bring those that need healing to Jesus, that we'd be willing to tear open a hole in the roof to get them to Jesus, that we wouldn't worry about what the scribes are going to say, that we wouldn't worry about what others might think, but we'd be worried or concerned about our friend who needs Jesus. Oh, that we'd hear Jesus tell our friends, your sins are forgiven, arise and walk. He does have power to do that. I wonder if we have friends that we could bring to Jesus. Think about that this day and be committed to tell others about Jesus. Be committed to bring others to Jesus and let him do the healing. Lord knows we've tried to do all we can to better society, to encourage people to do the things that are best, but what they really need is the touch of Jesus, to hear his words spoken into their lives. So this day, be that one that does that. Know that you're loved. Know as always at Westview, we're here for you. And you have a great day, and God bless.